Hello everyone, this is Angela from the Waves of Change Wellness Center, and I just came in from the garden and I'm so excited to share this with you. I know a lot of you are planting gardens this year, and I hope that you post some pictures or send me pictures that you have of some of your garden produce. But today, as the garden's just getting started here in the Pacific Northwest, I wanted to share some of the things that are coming up in my garden. And I may do a future garden tour with you, but I also want to show you some things that are being foraged right now. I'm so lucky to have Matt and his wife who are foragers, and they provide a weekly CSA basket of different foraged things. So I'm using a couple of those items today, so I'll share with you. When things start to come up in the garden, I like to take little bits and make tea, or I'll take little bits and make herbal vinegars. So I'm going to focus on an herbal vinegar today, and this is one that I've just done about a week ago in just some regular white distilled vinegar. These make such wonderful little gifts for neighbors and friends, and it's a fun way to be able to share your garden with others and maybe give them some ideas about what they can do with their gardens too. So today I've got a basket full, so I'm just gonna dump it out here and we'll start going through the bits of it and I'll share with you. All right. I forage when I can, but I love to bring plants into my garden. So today I've cut some of the chive blossoms, beautiful purple blossoms. I've got some calendula. This is really good for the digestive system. It's also good for the skin as well. But the petals are edible, so you can just pluck those off and add them to salads, or I just like to infuse them for the beauty aspect in an herbal vinegar. I've got some wild foraged wild onions, and these little blossoms here are very fragrant and tasty. I'll show you. These grow, here they are, they're actually quite tall. And then they look like spring onions. They're just wild onions. They like to grow beneath the spruce trees along rocky ledges near water. And so they're out there right now in the Pacific Northwest for harvest. And I've been enjoying finding those along the trails that I like to walk. Got some more of the chive bits here. We're gonna cut up some of those wild onions and I've just halved them, and then we'll include those fragrant little blossoms as well. I've got some marjoram here from my garden. I love using this fresh spice in cooking. I've got some lemon thyme. It's a nice little variegated lemon thyme. And I've got some Italian parsley, which is really beautiful. It grows very well here. And I've got some spicy Greek oregano. It's nice. It's a little sort of a lemony green color to it. And I've got some lemon balm. I'll be doing another video later specifically on lemon balm. But I like to just pick these leaves and throw some pour some hot water over them for teas, but they also add a nice lemony flavor to the vinegar. And then I've got some wild rose petals today, and oh, they're so fragrant, and they just lend another layer of subtleness to an herbal vinegar. And lastly, I have lemon verbena, and again, that lemony. So we're gonna create an herbal vinegar that has some spiciness, some subtle undertones of rose and lemon. So a little punchy. Now you can use either apple cider vinegar, or you could use a white distilled vinegar. The one that I made a couple weeks ago, it has just a distilled vinegar. But today I think we'll use the apple cider vinegar just to give a little more probiotic power to it. So I'm gonna take a pint jar, a nice clean pint jar with a tight lid, and I'm gonna crush a couple of cloves of garlic. So I'm gonna crush those and take the skin off and just plop those in there. And I'll add my little onion tops and the chive top and another onion top. Isn't that pretty already? It's just beautiful. Keep adding all of our little bits. And I've rinsed the little herbs off so they're clean and free of bugs. It's always a concern. You don't want bugs floating around in your... And I think I'm just gonna add the whole flower here instead of taking the petals off, just to give it, isn't that nice? Just a beautiful little bit of beauty in there, sticking those rose petals in. And adding the lemon thyme and the marjoram. I'm getting full now. And the spicy oregano. And I'm gonna take the leaves off of this parsley just so we don't have too much stems in there. And then lastly, I'll slide those little chive stalks in there. Put those in. All right. Wow, that's pretty punchy right there. And I'm just gonna pour in the apple cider vinegar up to the top of the ring there, the neck. Looks like I'll need a little bit more. Oh, it smells good already. I can't wait until it ferments a little bit. And then just put a nice tight lid on it. And I'm gonna let this sit in the windowsill for a couple of weeks. But first I want to make sure I label it. So I'm putting a label on here that just says Spring Herb Vinegar, May 2020. Just put that on the top. And then I will either use this or I will share it with friends. Thanks for being here. If you want to find more videos and little garden tips and anything herbal or aromatic, you can go to angelasidlow.com or you can go to Waves of Change Wellness on YouTube channel. All right? I'll catch you in the next video. We'll find something fun to do from the garden. Bye now.